So, welcome to day 13 of our 30-day digital marketing challenge. Now, really pleased to say that we're really near our 1 million video views across the channels. So make sure you continue to tune in and support us. I really appreciate the comment, likes and shares. I appreciate obviously people joining the 10 minutes lunchtime live learning. So if you join the group on Facebook, Business Consort, all of the 30-day videos will be recorded and popped into there. So you've got 30 days of topics and covering all aspects of digital marketing. Now today we're going to be looking at writing for the web. And in particular, we're going to be delivering as many tips as we can in terms of making sure that your content really sells. The whole ethos is that content marketing, we're looking for persuasive content to nurture your readers through to paying customers. So the first thing I would like to do is give you my quick top 10 tips. Make sure your copy is easy to read. Now, what I mean by this is use short paragraphs. 4 sentences maximum, because what happens online is we scan. We're consuming content 6 times quicker online, so we need it to be really, really easy. We need you to also, within those paragraphs, try and think about ways of presenting it with short headlines and maybe putting bullet points in. We call it the wiggly left margin rule. And what it is instead of just having boring content with staid paragraphs down the left-hand side, try and think about bold subheadings, bullets, grids, presenting content in tables, visual imagery, anything that's going to make it easier to digest. Now, at the end of the day, if you bring us something that's visual, it's going to be 10 times easier to resonate with, and also it will imprint in our memory. We're all visual, and when we're looking to grab someone's attention, there's nothing better than a picture. Use short sentences. 12 on average. Now, what we want is short sentences, 12 words on average within these little sentences. The shorter the sentence, easier it is to read, and skip unnecessary words. One of the things that we always try and get people to understand is the psychology behind how our mind works. When you look at any content online and you glance at it, your brain is instantly imprinting and picking up 87% of it subconsciously. Now, what makes it even easier for us to absorb content online and get your writing to stand out for us is when you use common words. Now, there's 5,000 common words in our vocabulary. These are words like and the and cat, etc., etc. You can Google the 5,000 common words. Now, the more of them you can use, but it has to make sense. You have to write in a grammatical way, and obviously try and avoid lengthy jargon. And if you don't need to use a long word, don't. Google the 5,000 keywords, 5,000 words, and these are the common words in our vocab. Now, where did they stem from? Well, what happens is when you learn to read, we first of all learn the alphabet. And once we're trying to then read a word, we're putting those individual letters together to get the word. So, cat. And when our mind learns to read, then we never need to read that word we just learned. So cat is automatically imprinted in our brain as an image. So the more common words, the less taxing it is to read. Now, avoid jargon and gobbledygook, avoid the passive tense and needless repetition, and address your web visitors directly. Use the word you. Shorten your text for scanners. As I say, headlines are a great way of breaking it up. But remember, if you're writing a blog or something like that, story tell. What your blog should not be is PR. We call it death to the PR speak. It's you. It's opinion-led, influencer-focused content. You telling a story and getting people to buy in what you're saying. Now, obviously, using common words makes it easiest for us to see and for it to imprint in our heads. But go for good headlines. At the end of the day, 80% of people are going to read your headline, but only 20% will read the full article. Now, the sweet spot in actual character length is about 80 characters per headline. Why? Well, think about it. When you share content into Google or onto social networks, what happens is we're scanning through content. 80 characters will stand out because we afford about 3 seconds to glance at content and think, what's in it for me? And grab our attention. Now, we can only read 80 characters in 3 seconds. So try and use short, snappy headlines. Now, the other key thing is use negative marketing. One of the things that we found works particularly well is when you do things like 4 things you should never do. Yes, it's great to have tips of things of how to. They're very popular, and you'll find that they're actually one of the top searches. When you go to Google Keyword Planner and you're looking to see if there's demand for the content you're writing for the web, then you'll notice that things like how to, anything help, anything that solves the pain for somebody is highly searched. But negative marketing works well because if you do put something like 4 things never to do, we will have a little sneaky peek just to check that maybe we're not doing that. So when you're writing for the web, main thing is make sure there's demand. Use Google Keyword Planner to find what the global monthly search is. Look at things like Google Trends to find out what's trending for your topic. And another thing is to set up Google Alerts. Google Alerts is a free tool that I would urge you to set up your company name, your keywords, and all of your competitors. And it's going to send you a little alert every time something hits the web, something brand new gets indexed in Google about you, your competitors, or your industry. Now, again, if you're getting key alerts about something in your industry, it means that you can then take that content and write about it. But my last tip of today is don't just report the news. Tell people what it means to them. Now, that's a game changer because, for instance, when LinkedIn was bought by Microsoft, everyone wanted to tell people what that meant in terms of, oh, here's the news, here's the news, here's the news. But no one actually went into the detail of how that was going to change people's usage of LinkedIn and what that meant for the future. So maybe take it a stage further and be a key influencer. Be someone in your industry who's bringing that content to the forefront. And again, the more content you can add value to, so anything that's how to or tips orientated, is going to be well received. No one is ever going to turn down a piece of content that's helped. Now, one last note on writing for the web, well, something that we found that works particularly well is any content that's stat or fact based. Anything that you lead content with in terms of, did you know that we spend 1.3 million years of eye time in Facebook every month, which we do, they're the sort of things that we like to read, anything that's educational. So try and research some good stats and facts and think about what, how, and why. There's these 3 core structures of when you're writing an article for the web. So tomorrow is day 14, and we're going to be delving deeper because we're going to be looking at creative content marketing, and we're going to be looking at ways of positioning your business through channels to grab attention, generate leads, and convert paying customers. So hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If you've got any questions about writing for the web, you'll see this video on all of the channels. Just comment, like, and share to help our 30-day challenge. But any questions in the comment area, and remember to join the group on Facebook, and you can ask for any additional topics that you would like us to cover for the world of digital. So I hope you enjoyed our digital marketing tips for writing for the web, and have a great day. Thank you.